This is just the regular carpeted liner in the back, but there is the option for a thermoplastic rubber tray. This thing, fully removable, and then it gives you a nice amount of storage space back there. So a little bit of storage on the left and right. And then there's also this tray that you can remove as well. And when you remove it, you've got access to the mini spare tire underneath. So it's not a full-size spare tire, it's just the mini. And then the jack is just underneath. So if you ever pop a tire, puncture a tire, you need to change it yourself, you could. But being a Ford owner, you also have access to Ford roadside assistance. And that's good for the powertrain warranty of the vehicle, so the same length. And that's good for tire changing, fuel delivery, winching services, and a few other things. And then there's also a little white spigot tucked along the back there. So if you ever need to fill up using a jerry can, that's where you're going first to make it happen. Some versions of the Explorer are going to have power folding third row seats. Some versions of the Explorer are going to have manual folding third row seats. If you're in the option with the power folding seats, you can only fold it down using the buttons along the side there. So you can fold down the left seat, the right seat, or both of them together. But before I get into that, if you are in an Explorer with power folding third row seats and the seat buttons aren't working, you do have to bring it in for service. There's unfortunately no way to manually fold the third row seats if you've got them power folding as an option. But folding these things down is straightforward. So like I said, left versus right, so you just do a quick push. That's going to fold down the headrest and then fold the seat down. Now there's no way to fold down the second row seats from the cargo area. So if you have to fold down the seats, you're just going to come, second row door, and then there's two different levers. So there's one along the top. That's not the one you want to use. There's one along the very bottom there, and you're just going to pull that in order to be able to fold down the second row seats. But when you do, there's a boatload of space back here. And then the measurements that I'm using are assuming that we're going right from where the liftgate's going to close, right towards behind the armrest in the first row. So if your driver passenger seats are forwards, backwards a little bit more, it's going to be plus or minus a few inches, just depending on how far back or forward they are. The liftgate itself, it does sit fairly high. So if your garage is too short, you can also pull down. There's a button that you can also push and hold if you wanted to select a unique height as well.